I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Vvilderness-Sol. It's a band from Hungary that plays post-black metal covering themes of nature, the cosmos, science, and mythology. This track is taken from the 2017 album Devour the Sun.
Okay, so soul means sun, right? That's the Latin or Greek for sun, I'm sure. And this is a post-black metal band? Okay, so I love post-punk, and that's probably your favorite setting on guitar when I play, right?
Yep.
So I love post-punk, and I love post-rock, and I love post-metal. So post-black metal
Except that's the
should be extremely interesting. Soul is Latin.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're a praying person, pray for me. Holy shizzle.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. This is a post.
They're from. Don't forget, they're from Hungary, and this is their 2017 album, Devour the Sun. So yeah, soul must be.
Latin.
Yep.
For the sun. All right, guys, let's go. Killing it already, bro. Killing it already.
That was beautiful. Beautiful. Deep is the well of the past, where matter was born in pain. Came a sphere of fire, make of drought and rain. Could a thing withstand its nearness? Could a soul survive its blaze? Pay a price of fading eyesight, in euphoric gaze. Paints the skies with the fine aurora, overflies the dominant earth. All alive, crave for the shine, the warmth, the drive of Misphalim. Reflects in thousand fragments, lost shadows and diffused light, glows above a sheer animation eternally bright. Paint the sky with the fine aurora, overfly and wake the earth. It was a very hopeful song. A very, very good song to follow the last one in the conversation as of late. Vinny, what was it for you?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of this, people need a lot of hope right now. This is very, very, I'm very glad that was
The final song. And it followed up the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, it was very, very hopeful.
It was.
Very hopeful. Very, I was, having my time with God at the in the song. We've got a very, very hopeful theology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so,
yeah,
that's the ultimate truth. Joy is inevitable. And sometimes you got to go through. The world has to go through a lot of, birth pains. If you go to a maternity ward, it's that lady's close to death, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's close to death, but that girl's going within an inch of her life to bring about the most incredible moment in history. It was funny because when I was at the hospital, getting my head straight, they would play some sort of chime or whatever when a kid was being born. So it was just a really crazy contrast because the unit that we were on was like, I was a kid, but they put me on an adult unit, like dudes that were like really serious about, it's not like we'll look at you for a couple of days. Like, these are really people serious about really dying. So like, just a contrast of,
wow, yeah,
so there's a God in heaven. I believe that like completely, and we're in birth pains, but something beautiful is going to come
100%
come out of all this bullshit. And it's interesting because lyrically it talks about that, like the world was birthed in, and I don't know exactly what kind of mythology
they subscribe
was
to,
referring to, that the world was birthed in
pain,
or
matter was born in pain.
Matter was born in pain, yeah. But at least I see some connection as a Christian, because Jesus is the beginning. He brought forth a new heavens and a new earth, but he he had to go through a lot of pain in order for that shit to happen. So, it's a God is we that principle in the universe, and so at some level things like this should be expected. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
So, you know, and yeah, Americans, like, we feel like bad feelings or sad feelings are inappropriate or whatever, or you know, we don't want to look at them through, you know,
Yeah.
whatever you thought about COVID. A lot of people died, and whatever you think about this situation, whoever you think is right or wrong, a lot of people died. A lot of people are going to die, and not in the way they should. The way people should die is surrounded by their families. At a good old age, being gathered to their fathers, imparting wisdom to their great grandchildren.
Yeah.
You know, by a very warm fireplace, or you know, with a loincloth or some shit, comfortable. That's the way people should go to the next world. They shouldn't go to the next world screaming in agony, hundreds of miles away from their family, with babies at home. Or dying of starvation or suicide because, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So, the world is not the way that it should be. But, you know, again, those are birth pangs, and I truly believe it. But at the same time, I've been to many a childbirth, and I cried in every one of them. And just because you believe, that something great is on the way, that doesn't mean that in the interim, you don't feel that.
Yeah, that pain.
Pain, you know. Yeah, I think a lot of, you know, you gotta find some way to you know, Piper calls it gravity and gladness. You know, you gotta find a way to live truly in both realities.
Right.
Cause and when I say live truly, it's like really live truly. In that, because if you don't, then you're gonna miss out on the great future that God has in store for humanity. As Batushka said, he's a lover of man, but you'll also miss out on the also very beautiful opportunity to have true empathy for people, and you know, and then you'll have the horrible fate of wasting your tears only on yourself and your little circle, which is probably the worst fate that anybody can suffer in this brief existence, or this phase of existence. This is what I'm holding on to. Truly, I say to you, you will weep and lament, but the world will rejoice. You'll be sorrowful, but your sorrow will turn into joy. When a woman is giving birth, she had sorrow because her hour has come. But when she has delivered the baby, she no longer remembers the anguish for joy that a human being has been born into the world. So you also have sorrow now, but I will see you again. And your sorrow will turn to joy. No one will be able to take your joy from you. We'll see you again, big bro, for sure. For sure, bro. But it's part of the world, man. It's part of how it is. So shout out to everybody, man. Like, you know, if you're ever down, listen to that song. I don't care what religion you are or whatever you are, but like, this is my jam. This is my jam.
Yeah, this is a very good one.
So,
such a hopeful ending.
You know, and like I said, it doesn't really matter what quote side you're on. You know, I've had famous disagreements with folks, but you know, Sadie's feeling it, and you know, and she's usually
pretty upbeat.
The wisest, you know, pretty upbeat, but again, You know, when you're a person that's plugged in, we can be the opposite sides of a given issue, but I think we're both united in the hating to see human beings suffer tip. Because I think you get older and you've seen your fair share of suffering.
Yeah.
Like, you're just tired of seeing people hurt, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think, you know. So, you know, I hear you.
Get cold and you don't see it anymore.
Yeah, I hear you, and I thank God that, or the gods, Sadie, whatever, that being a person who's gone through hell, she hasn't made her a hardened. Sometimes people get hard, man. Like the world can really like fuck you up and really make you a really hard person. And it hasn't made her a really hard person. I appreciate that. But, you know, thank God we got Tina, and we got Middle Earth. We had some really good, really deep music, man.
Yeah.
We legitimately had really good music. So I thank you guys for that. And
when we say this stream was a journey, we mean it.
Yeah, this stream was really, truly a journey, man. It was yeah.
And it's reflective, you know, like it makes you stop and think some more. Like even after the stream closes and we go on to do whatever it is we do after, like there's a lot of thinking that is due.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
What's up, Christian Miranda? Yeah. So shout out to everybody.
Shout out to the DJs tonight.
Shout out to the DJs, man. You know, God kind of knows what you need. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one of those things, man, where I've been stewing in a lot of this shit for a while. So it's good to be able to have some music where I'm like, okay, like, all right, I can listen to this. This will help me. This will help me get through.
And it came by way of friends.
Yeah,
that's even better.
Yeah, shout out to Lido. Shout out to Ben Webb. But yeah, shout out to everybody.
So, what do you give this one?
10.5. I said the previous song was my favorite song, but
this one beat it.
This one beat it, mashallah. So there you go.
I'm gonna go with a 9.3. True. This is a really cool stream. Not at all what I was expecting. I literally, I'm shocked by the direction that this took.
Yeah. I'll never again be like, oh, guys, Tina, I know where Tina's
going. I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. We're gonna have like some changes as far as the channel and where we live stream from, because YouTube is really hacking us down for doing all these live streams. So we're gonna live stream on another channel. So keep your eyes peeled for an update video. Yeah, we'll let you know what's going on with that and where to be, so you'll be in the know. So yeah.
Yeah, and Michelle, send an email. We'll set something up. Come on down. Stop all by. Send an email. VinandSori@gmail.com.
She knows what our email is. You weirdo. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
A little bit discombobulated. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. You're very, very understanding. Unhand me.
You want a hug?
Filthy woman.
Sorry,